Here she is, the pop princess herself, Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey.
She started out in 1990 as an unknown.
It was like my first concert, yet I was being filmed for TV.
With a voice that made TV viewers sit up and take notice. Over the next decade, Mariah Carey became one of the biggest selling female artists of all time.
I'm proud to present the American Music Award of Achievement to Mariah Carey.
And it happened right before our eyes.
I'm feeling diva-licious tonight.
Head-turning outfits.
This is my ensemble this morning.
Stunning high notes. And the personality behind the voice.
When I went to this school, I was on the honor roll.
Which role?
The kid who felt very insecure is now having my own freaking party on TV.
All right, let's go.
It's the Arsenio Hall Show starring Arsenio Hall. Tonight, Arsenio welcomes singer-songwriter Mariah Carey.
Very excited to introduce to you my next guest. She wrote and helped produce her first album. She's making her national television debut. Her single is called Vision of Love. This is Mariah Carey. Give it up.
On June 1st, 1990, a virtually unknown Mariah Carey made her first TV appearance on the highly rated Arsenio Hall show.
It was very strange for me to suddenly be like, okay, I'm on the show that I obsessively watched every night.
Mariah's future husband, record exec Tommy Mottola, urged Arsenio to put the young singer on his show when he slipped Arsenio a demo tape.
Tommy said, I know your taste, and I watched your show, and I just want you to listen to this tape. And he promised me that if I liked it, he would break it on my show.
This is a kid, really, who has gotten no national exposure, and all of a sudden she's on this show, which is at the peak of its popularity. I mean, Arsenio was a phenomenon at this time.
To the credit of the record company, that was a very big coup for them to get, for me to be on that show.
This was a lady who had an incredible raw talent, but you could tell the polish wasn't there yet. She was a kid. Her talent and her body was all just waiting to be developed.
The whole thing was surreal to me. You gotta understand. I was like 5 months before that, a girl that was just like broke, having $5 for the week and drinking one iced tea and having a bagel for the day.
An estimated 5 million viewers were introduced to the 20-year-old songbird and her stunning 5-octave voice.
It was my first big moment on TV that was intense for me. But I was so nervous. And the thing is, I hadn't really done a lot of live performing because my thing was I was never like showbiz kid.
The next day after the Arsenio Hall show, you know, she skyrocketed up the charts and all of a sudden it was, wow, here she is, the new pop diva.
Mariah Carey. Please welcome Columbia recording artist Mariah Carey.
4 days after Arsenio, Mariah found herself center court at the first game of the 1990 NBA Finals in Detroit.
I never sung in front of that many people. I don't think they really care about some unknown girl that's singing. And that was my one dress. It's the same freaking dress. The only one I had at that moment.
In an atmosphere where everybody's just ready to get the game going, she just shut everybody up.
The live appearance was a smart marketing move, with more than 20,000 people in the stadium and an estimated 14.3 million viewers watching at home.
I was really nervous, and when I watch it now, it's like this incredible feeling because I went up to the high note at the middle of when I say from sea to shining sea. To shining sea. And the whole crowd really, really responded to it, and nobody knew who I was at all.
All the players were standing there just kind of dumbfounded at her voice.
The Palace now has a queen.
Performing her latest single, Love Takes Time. Welcome back, Mariah Carey.
I knew there was more to come. You know, her voice hadn't fully developed. Her stylings on stage. I was like, I want her back. I want her back.
Mariah returned to Arsenio in September of 1990. just 3 months after she made her debut on The Late Night Show.
I think that by having Mariah on again after only 3 months, Arsenio was really kind of, pointing to her saying, look what I introduced you guys to.
Mariah was no longer an unknown singer with one dress and a dream. She was a successful artist with a #1 single and a platinum album.
You could see the growth. You could see her being a little more loose. I've been here before. And knowing where that red light is and knowing where that camera is,
Although she seemed more comfortable in front of the camera, Mariah's management declined Arsenio's request for an interview.
I said, can I interview her this time? And they said, no interview, no interview. You can't interview Mariah, So I started thinking, maybe Mariah stutters, because people tried to keep me from interviewing her. Maybe she sings like a bird, and then when you say, well, thanks for coming, Mariah, she just...
I don't think I sat down on the couch, but honestly, I don't remember. I just remember the moment of singing.
Finally, on November 20th, 1990, Mariah satisfied her fans' curiosity, doing her first late-night interview with Jay Leno on The Tonight Show.
Terrific. Now, you were born in 1970. You know that Mustang in the parking lot? I've been driving that since '68. Which is real.
More than 8 million viewers got the chance to see the personality behind the voice for the first time.
Did you do the whole day job thing?
More like a night job. I used to waitress and hostess.
Were you good at this? Did you like it?
No, I wasn't very good. No. I used to get fired like every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks? No, why would you get fired? What would you do? Not paying attention?
Well, for one thing, I used to wear my Walkman, and listen to my headphones and stuff. And I used to try to write songs while I was at the hostess stand or whatever.
Waitress! Waitress!
For Mariah to be with Jay Leno, it was just an amazing moment for her to be able to reach that market at that time. In the beginning of her career, she was pretty much set up for life.
You look like my wife when I met her.
Jay was trying to get a date or something.
That's why I'm staring at you. She does. You look like my wife.
Jay was like flabbergasted. He was like stumbling over words and stuff.
You have the same 20 years. Well, you're very pretty and you're terrific.
I thought Jay was going to lose it.
I don't mean to embarrass you. I don't mean to embarrass you.
There's a sense of establishment about The Tonight Show. Once you're on The Tonight Show, you've made it.
Congratulations on all your success. Terrific album. Be right back right after this. Mariah Carey.
Mariah's hard work in 1990 paid off. 29 million viewers watched her take home one of the Grammy's biggest honors, Best New Artist.
And the Grammy goes to Mariah Carey!
I remember being backstage with her and just going crazy, just more excited for her than she even was.
I'd just like to thank God for the blessings that have brought me here. Thank Tommy Mottola for believing in me from the beginning.
She was being very humble about it, maybe even a little shy,
I'm just really thankful, and that's it.
Mariah also performed that night in front of the music industry's elite.
The truth is, to be that young and to be on stage with people that you have looked up to your entire life, all I know is I was intimidated as hell. I look at that and I'm like, why the necklace with the dress? They didn't match.
She was nominated for 5 Grammys in all and won her second statuette for Best Pop Vocal Performance.
Mariah Carey.
In the music industry, a Grammy is it. It's like the Academy Awards for acting, It is the ultimate achievement.
I'm sure that Mariah Carey's head was spinning by the time her first year in the business was over, considering the time that elapsed between when she got a record contract, when she recorded the album, and when she became a superstar.
I have to stay grounded, trying to constantly grow within my talent and what I'm doing, trying to constantly get better, and just knowing that I'm very fortunate.
It was a scandal. Being that top was a real freaking scandal.
At that point in her career, she wanted to put forth a different kind of image, and that's kind of been the direction she's been going in.
I had fun.
20th, 1992. Millions of TV viewers tuned in to see Mariah Carey's first concert performance ever.
At that point, I was very nervous and really young, and just it was the show. I didn't know what it was going to be. It wasn't like I really knew about like the snazzy way of performing, you know what I mean?
Critics had speculated that Mariah was intentionally avoiding live shows after her first 2 albums were released back-to-back without a tour.
A lot of critics had, had bashed her for, being studio girl and that she couldn't really perform live. And even though she'd done these TV things, they didn't know if she could really kind of move a real audience.
MTV Unplugged was Mariah's chance to set the record straight.
It was like my first concert, yet I was being filmed for TV. So you're feeling inhibited because there's a camera in your face.
With the control and poise of a seasoned professional, Mariah brought down the house.
Everyone was blown away by the performance. I mean, she sat up there and she blew her heart out.
The moment that silenced the critics once and for all was when she surprised the audience with the Jackson 5 classic, I'll Be There.
This next song was made popular by the incredible Jackson 5.
The night before, somebody came to me and said, look, they really want you to do a remake. Trey, Lorenz, why don't we do I'll Be There?
That audience was just so enthusiastic. I think they must have had everyone in that room that totally loved me.
I feel like that special really helped my career.